Good evening, folks. It is December 10th, 2011. I'm going to call this Salute to the Troops. Yes, that is an American flag all lit up. And that's a toy soldier saluting there. And we're at the Winter Spirit in downtown Lewiston, Idaho, at the train park. This is kind of the northeastern corner of the park next to Memorial Bridge. And I'm calling this Salute to the Troops. To those who are home that are veterans, we salute you, who have served in wars past, but also to those who are on the front lines this very evening. You're not forgotten. We do miss you. And hopefully if you happen to pick this up on YouTube, on God's Man 2009 channel, it might make you feel a little like home and remember that your fellow Americans back home are still thinking about you and praying for you. Hooah, troops in Afghanistan, Iraq, etc. Go Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Army, Army National Guard, Secret Service, etc. CIA, you name it. And there's some more lights. There's the clumsy bear. He comes down the hill and he kind of skis and he winds up crashing. You can kind of sort of see him in the background there. Over here we have the dancing penguins. I call them happy feet. And they're kind of, I'm going to pan around here. There's another tree there. Little igloo, a couple of them down there. Kids can kind of play in. You can kind of see it across the parking lot there. Those arches change colors. You walk through them. You'll see here in a minute. Anyways, I'm going to call this Happy Feet. They're dancing to the Linus and Lucy song from the Charlie Brown films. Different stuff. There's a color change of tree in the background. Let's go for a little stroll in the park here. Watch your step on those toads. There's some trees up there. Down here as we come around. More and more trees. Let's go for a stroll through the arches. Now if you watch above me, it should change color as I go through it. Maybe. See, it's kind of changing color. That's what they do. Pretty wicked, huh? Sorry if it's blurry. This is being shot from a phone, so what do you expect? Anyways. We really go all out. We got 12th place one year, folks, in the Home and Garden Channel's Festive Holiday Town. Took 12th place. Of course, you all know who got first that year. They get it just about every year. Leavenworth, Washington. But not bad. It's nice to get some recognition on national TV. And that's the Winnie the Pooh train over there. Nothing real special, but it's a lot of rebar, etc. Kind of something fun for the kids, I guess. I'll go over and take a look at it for a minute. These lights here, technically, folks, I don't know if you can see them or not. They're not really blue. They're purple. And there's Winnie the Pooh driving the train. That's kind of neat, isn't it? Those are blue. I like the whites and blues. They're really neat. You can kind of see the top of that tree sticking up back there. It goes with the music. I'm going to walk back under the arch here. Give you a view of where I've been. Anyways, hand her back around here. Woo! That's all there is. Oh, yeah. Little starflake thing she's got, the snowflake thing there. Yeah, you're not dreaming. That tree is going to the lights. Kind of different. Here's the dance floor. People dance on it, and it controls this tree. I'm going to pan into the shot here in a second. This is the tree going to the music up here. And the students at the University of Idaho, go Vandals, woo! Did some of the programming for the circuit boards on that particular tree and some of these other trees in the park. You see here, the music. This one here, that you see with all the funny shapes coming up in the sky there, that's the dance floor. They're controlling that as they just kind of jump up and down in different circuits. It's all pressure activated. Take a stroll through the park here. I'll show you the dancing bears here in a second. This is really cool, huh? And I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to those that celebrate that holiday, and Happy Kwanzaa to those that celebrate that one. Season's greetings, etc. Jesus is the true reason for the season. And this is from God's Man 2009.
Feels like
kind of looks like downtown Disneyland out here, don't it? Woo-hoo! All right, I'm gonna can it for a second so you guys can see the bears here. See, he's keeping time with the music. You got a bear playing a looks like a fiddle or a cello. There's a dancing like ballerina bear, and she's playing a fiddle. And then they got one over here just kind of dancing, and there's one waving, playing like an accordion type thing. It's amazing because they're actually all working this year. And we switched out a lot of the bulbs too. I say the volunteers who do it over the years, and a lot of these, probably 99.9999999.1% of all these lights in the park are all LEDs, with the exception of a few C9s here and there. But it's very, very energy efficient. The power bill is not that bad, really. You're still looking at, for the few weeks that they've had it on since the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and they run it day and night, pretty much, minus turning it off during broad daylight. You're looking at probably a couple $1,000 plus power bill. But there's businesses that sponsor it, etc.
oh, I'm sorry.
Good. Wow. Kind of looks like fireworks, sort of. If you guys watched my 4th of July 2011 video, this kind of should remind you of that.
It was like, oh my God.
Little do these folks know they're about to go viral here in a few minutes. Oh well, it is what it is. If you're curious where that bell sound is coming from, there's a train right to my right here, a little Christmas train. Actually, it's not little. It's one of the old ones that used to go through Winchester and headquarters, Pierce Way Up area. They use it for a logging train. They've got it parked down here, and there's a caboose hooked up to the end of it. And yes, it's a life-size train. It doesn't work anymore, but good old steam locomotive. There it is. There's been some years they put like the 7 doors, etc. on there, but not this year. Well, yeah, there they snuck again. Snuck in there again. Various sponsors who help put up the lights, etc. Sometimes you'll see Santa Claus waving from the window up there, but nope, that's Dopey this year. Easy Dopey. There was one year, we've got pictures in the paper to prove it. We had about 6 inches of snow on the ground. The guy came down here about 2 in the morning and put a nice picture in the newspaper. Kind of reminds you of the train from Back to the Future, huh? That's a neat one, red, white, and blue there. We have a lot of red, white, and blue here because we are a patriotic town and we support our troops.